prophesies the downfall of America, aka Babylon. All right. And most of all, I want to say, Paul one la, Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai Bashem, Hakodash. Double honor be to the elder apostles, great wisdom that continue to teach well. And of course, Shalom to Akim out there that push his word through the spirit and the power of the name of Yahweh Bashem Shai Bahawah Hakodash. Okay, so Yahweh Bashem Shai sits out here once again on this Saturday afternoon in the midst of wickedness. All right, but little do people know that this place known as America, or the Bible known as Babylon, is going to be overthrown. All right, by fire, by famine, by pestilence. All right, economically, spiritually. All right, but right now, Yahweh Shema Shai is showing us these times we live in. All right, that's right.
This is Zephaniah 2 and 15. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly.
This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly. All right, people right now, what they celebrate? Pride Month. And what do the Bible say? Pride goes before what? Destruction. And that's what Yahweh Shema Shai has stored us, destruction. And that's what people deserve, destruction, man. Because people here, they consider, the Messiah Yahweh Shema Shai, they don't consider that America is going to be, overthrown. That's why the Lord is going to bring ultimate judgment upon this kingdom. Okay.
This is Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride going before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
Right, before a fall. All right, and that's what these American citizens are known to be. Prideful, man. All right, they don't care about what's going on over there in Iran, Russia, Ukraine. No, they don't care about what's going on over there in Afghanistan. All right, they don't care if you're a so-called minority getting gunned down the streets. All right, that's one thing too. Even Jake is proud, man. All right, even you two third Israelites are more proud than Esau and the rest of the heathen.
Jake's in that more stout than his fellows.
Right. Yep.
Zephaniah 2 and 15. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly. That says in her heart, I am, and there's none beside me.
Right. That said in her heart, I am, and there's none beside me, because this place known as America has been in power for centuries, man. All right. Since the what's that Dane 7 when that little horn came out, those three horns. All right. That's going in about the British American War. Right. This place has been in power for so long off the backs of who? The Israelites. All right.
How has she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in?
Right. How? How has she become a desolation for beasts to lie down in? But real quickly, Teresa, give me Isaiah 13. What's that? Verse 19, I believe. Okay, because this place, as you know, it was about to come to a great. All right, y'all break out try for that one, man. This place deserves judgment because every day and minute by the hour it gets more wicked. All right, but guess what? That's prophecy. It has to be more wicked because before it gets sweet, it has to get more bitter. Okay.
Isaiah 13 and 19, and Babylon, the glory of the beauty of these excellencies,
right, that great city. Yep.
Shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right, it shall be when Yahweh Shema Shai rain fire and brimstone upon Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, this place is so wicked that you gotta put your phone down. All right, that you find yourself sighing every damn second, man. All right, people don't know how wicked this place is, but that's why Yahweh Shema Shai, made us awake to know how bad this place really is. Because before, back in the world, when I was a Gentile, I didn't know how wicked America was. I was just caught up in trying to chase the American dream. But now that Most High made us active through the Spirit, of course, we are now rebuking this place and condemning it. Right? It's fall.
Quick one. 2 Peter 2 and 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
Right, and then on top of that, the Bible is a very well-known book, and you would think people would take heed to that account about Sodom and Gomorrah, but guess what? They won't, because it prophesies for this second world, if you will, to go down in what? In nuclear fire. Okay, because the first time it went down in what? In water. But this time it's going to be not flood of water, but flood of fire.
Right, so conserved under fire.
Right, yep.
And it says, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
That's right. And right now, just guess what? We're just like Lot, all right? Being vexed about everything we've seen here, all right? And Lot was righteous, man, all right? And then the account with Sodom and Gomorrah, Lot, I believe the people within Sodom and Gomorrah, they wanted to study with the angels, excuse me. You know, and then Lot was like, nah, take my daughters right here. You know, the fair, you know, their virgins. Like that. But Bob the shop, put Bob the shop.
2 Peter 2 and 7, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Right, and that word conversation means what? Your conduct, all right, or your manner of life. Because people here, you know, their minds is so far gone that if you try to tell them something righteous, they'll think that you're a bugger. You know, they'll think that you have 3 heads. But that's why, you know, this world is filled with darkness and confusion. Okay.
The word just means righteous.
That's right.
You know, Lot was a righteous man amongst a bunch of their people.
Yep.
The whole city was doomed.
Yep.
That's we're about to Lot.
Right.
You know, we're the same spirit of Lot in our generation.
That's right.
Well, when Sarah Connor told them how America was going to be destroyed, they put her in the fucking crazy house.
Yep.
You know? When she was breaking down what was happening, they labeled her nuts. So we're labeled crazy, you know? The crazy people are so dumbed down that they're on such a low vibration, anyone above that is crazy in their eyes.
Yep.
You know, because it says wisdom is too high for a fool.
Yep.
So we're in a society where foolish people are ruling, and anyone that's outside of that parameter, you're the off one. You're the oddball. You're the black sheep. You see, because he's changed light into darkness. So anytime light shines, it's looked at as darkness because they believe they have the light. You see, they're throwing shit out the window as we speak. You have humans polluting, it's like dirty in the house you gotta live in. Like, what he say? I gotta live here, you know? Yep. Sorry, so even he had some form of wisdom, like, bro, I can't make enemies with them, I gotta live here. So even people here don't have the wisdom, even Jake in the hoods, they're not in a spirit to be like, hey, even though we're in the hood together, we should keep it clean. We should have a community. That's how through people are. See?
This is Genesis 19, verse 1.
Oh, well, there was actually. Sorry. Verse 8. For that righteous man dwelleth among them. See? The Lord has turned us into righteous. We're not saying we're righteous. But the things that we want or how we conduct ourselves is righteous compared to how these people live. You know? And it says, in seeing and hearing. See? Seeing and hearing, we see and we hear. Vexed his righteous soul. So if you're vexed with wickedness, that means you have a righteous spirit, even within the sinful flesh. So that's what we're experiencing, what Lot was going through. Okay?
That's why you say wisdom with the wise man.
So you're damn right. If we had to live here long enough, we would want our daughters to go to a brother, an angel, a messenger of the Lord, just like Lot was. You know, he was more in the spirit of using them to protect these men. So why would you want your daughters to be with what's vexing you? You know? That's how crazy this place is. Which that's really order. No, I'm gonna get my daughter into this man. Because you let her off into the land of freakism, and she's gonna come back limping with a twitching eye, man. You know? That's how sick this place is. So we got a little girl that's an aspiring actor. She's getting freaked off by a dude that's playing Flash in the Avengers, Ezra Miller. He out here feeding their fucking LSD and Cocoa Puffs 14 years old, but because it's see, so it's on all sides. Your offspring and you are under attack here, even in the form of success. It says, vex his righteous soul from day to day.
Meaning what? Meaning every day. All right. Meaning every day that everywhere you look. All right. Everywhere you look, there's some wickedness around here, man. All right. It's no wickedness has no limit. All right. That's why the Lord destroys it. Okay?
And it says, from day to day, with their unlawful deeds.
With their unlawful deeds, meaning what? With their evil ass, wicked ass deeds, man. All right. You know, I ain't gotta go through the list, but guess what? We all know, man. Just like today. All right. These people out here today, they have no morals, man. All right. They're profane. All right. They're walking abominations. Okay.
This is Genesis 19:1. And there came two angels to Sodom, and even Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lot seeing them rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground.
Why is that? Because Lot didn't want to be, inside the city, dealing with that stuff. He just said Lot was vexed day to day. All right, his righteous soul was vexed day to day, man, with their unlawful deeds. Okay.
And he said, behold, now my Lord, turn in, I pray you, into my servant's house, and tarry all night and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they say, nay, but we will abide in the street all night.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a lot because rain and shit. Just I ain't got nothing in my bag.
To Genesis 19 and 3, and he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him and entered into his house, and he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did.
So right now, Lot is basically he's being hospitable to these two angels, okay? Because if you're going to go down further, the Most High God, Shema Shai, is going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, but the Lord sends angels to what? To deliver Lot, okay, out of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, lots of different spirits on those two. They had a way different spirit, different manner of conduct from the people of Sodom. And then Lot seeing and hearing what was happening in Sodom, his righteous spirit wouldn't suffer that to happen to those men who turned out to be angels or to anyone.
Yep.
And this event is what got Lot delivered.
That's right.
Just imagine if he was linked to those angels.
Right. Right.
Oh, that's why it says entertaining strangers.
Right.
And then Yahushua said, when you go into a city, go into those that are worthy. Sorry, I think it passed. The water, Yahushua. I think it passed, right? Right? Water. Good, brother. All right.
This is 1904, but before they laid down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every.
So before they could wind down, lay down things of that nature, you had sodomites, all right, of old and young, actually surround the house, all right. Should I keep going?
And they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came into this? So this is a goddamn pride march.
Yep.
We got a pride march outside Lot's house right now.
It's a multitude of transformers and momos, man.
You
And guess
you ever seen these goddamn parades? How many alphabets be out there? So you can only imagine. They be old and young too.
Yep.
Kids. Look at Dwayne Wade's son,
Oh man.
who's now his daughter.
And that's one thing too. These people, these letters, they have a lot of spirits on them.
Yeah.
They're walking legions.
Yeah.
So bro, they're strong. They have energy to argue with you. They don't give a fuck. Excuse my language, but they don't give a damn how they present themselves. So imagine back in this time when those men were of stronger stature. Because men grow weaker by the generation. So how much more during Lot's time?
These are tall ass Hamites.
Come on,
Big,
man.
big guys.
Big shaka almost.
For real.
Yeah, yeah. And then you got to think how many times you brothers see the world stars be like T beats up man or G beats up guy because they got, like the brothers said, they got spirits on it. So they can mess you up, bro.
Over there.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
At the pole for the back trying to run up on us. Yeah. The guys got stopped by the spirit of the all
Right.
shot. Yeah. Right in his track.
For real, man.
Through a curse.
Right.
We didn't swing at him, even though he was trying to be carnal. The Lord had the spirit on the brother immediately put a curse on him.
Yeah.
You know?
The Lord put an edge around us back then. It still is to this day. It's edge around us, man. Two or three together.
Genesis 19:5. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came into this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them.
And that's another thing too. They never mess with Lot though. So that proves the Lord was preserving Lot because they didn't try that with Lot. You know?
Yep.
I had a different spirit about it.
Right.
Still, Abraham was very masculine. Don't fuck with me. In fact, I don't. It's all
Then it said what? To get to know them, meaning what? Have sex with them.
They were mankind.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
like the Romans were given over to in the first chapter.
All affections.
And then now, if we want to get Isaiah, they see their countenance.
For sure. And this right now, this is just one example on why America has to go. This is one example.
That's the way it is. His name is Zion.
Oh,
there's an agenda of what they want to do to the Israelites. That's part of them cutting us off from being a nation. Because all our men don't know that there will be no more Israelites. The man bears the seed.
Right.
I believe the Carolina Panthers just accepted a team as their cheerleader. And who do you think it is? It's a bald black dude.
Man.
Right?
There's a young made NFL squad.
Wow. See, one thing too. You see how he knows what he's doing to us, man. You got you're taking an offspring of this warrior, basketball player, high athlete, Olympian. You know what I mean? Big muscle. You know, Diesel Jake, and then taking this offspring and turn to a woman.
Look at Magic Johnson.
That's not even a son no more.
Yeah. What just look at it.
Yeah.
Which ultimately is the Lord. Because how could we read Isaiah 3 and 9 if Jake ain't showing themselves as Sodom?
Right.
How can we go to Luke, which I hold Lord's will 17, Yahweh said it be the days a lot. So these things, even though it vexes us, but they had to happen so we can understand the time frame we're in.
Right.
You see, because we can't be out here and it's like, but it's not the days a lot.
Right. Right.
So this actually has to be, it's vexing, but women have to be gad and abroad. They have to be adulterous. Jake has to be wicked. Esau has to be, it's vexing, but this is the reality of the Lord's narrative of prophecy.
Exactly.
Oh, you want Isaiah?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna hold Luke for you. This Isaiah 3 and 9, it says, the shoe of their countenance does witness against them.
And we see it. I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
We see it, man. Look at these people, man.
Exactly.
They're like looking like the way they talk, the way they walk. Like this is why this place has to go. People like the Lord is putting spirits upon you people to condemn yourself.
Yep. Yep.
These people are through, man.
We was setting up camp, and you had the so-called black woman, the NB. She's over here with shorts on, and they're like, they're stitched
Harassed.
to be V. So like her cheeks are showing. But we're supposed to show respect. Now we ain't supposed to be like, hey, what's up? We're outside the gate like wow. Instead we look over here. But the point is, their countenance is a witness against them. Exactly. Right.
So you're gonna cover your face up from the sea royale, but not cover your body.
Yep.
Because you see, man, this place is upside down.
People wear a mask before they wear a mask.
Damn, that's the spirit, because I said the same thing in my head. And I want to say this, that's why in the kingdom, it's going to be an extreme harsh rebuke on women, okay? But hey, man, hey, Lord's will, when a woman to walk out, I'm not saying the Israelite woman because she got the covenant, but remember, there's a nigga woman spirit. Like there's a nigga, there's a nigga demon. There's a demon to be a nigga.
That's a curse.
It's
We're under curse.
right.
The way our woman acts, the spirit of that curse is on her. So that spirit's going to get put on you.
Right. So when that does, when a heathen woman walks outside in our kingdom, any piece of body part that's showing, it's the sun's gonna burn.
Ooh,
you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, oh
right.
cover up, cover up.
Right.
Oh, mixed fabric, it ain't working. You're gonna have to make sure it's 100%. There ain't gonna be no cleavage. All right, walking around in the streets in our kingdom, you know?
For real, man.
Booty short, shit gonna burn like how Esau gets sunburned. Yeah.
That's one thing too. The Lord has harsh judgment in store for you women out here. Right? The Lord is right now you got a shortage of tampons, you got a shortage of baby formula. All right, that's why now it's broken. How was I talking about back then the CBD, but you can use that for now. That's why how I said what he said. Blessed be the parent. Because not only are you women going to get judged, but also the children. If you're not part of the elect in that one third remnant,
Lord will take you to the trial.
yeah, man.
Lord will know that spirit and say, you know what? I'm not to be my child.
Right now you can see that spirit. Right now you can see that spirit when it says the love of many wax cold. It's like I'd rather be a murderer than a mother.
Yep.
You know? And then what my man say, Jamie Kennedy, I'll make you eat your children. Remember that Malibu? He said that shit. That's a real spirit. I'll make you eat your children. And that's what happened to Jake.
78 people married the house of Israel. If the party robbed them, the children was brought to the hook. Harris got paid with
I'll finish off, I'll read it now. Isaiah 3:9, the shoe of their countenance does witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not.
They hide it not. What is this book in there? Party part.
That's why there's no more in the closet. Because the closet was when they hid it. Now there's no more. Thank you. Yeah, there's no more.
Man, I never somebody was had sugar in their tank. They got made fun of.
They got chased home.
They got jumped. Nobody wanted to fuck with them unless you were a girl.
And they would beef with any of their siblings.
Yep.
You got that get, you know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
You know?
Yeah, man. So you people, I heard that that's the most of that shit, and that love being involved with that wickedness, the Most High's gonna destroy you, man. Well, straight like that.
That's scriptural. Proverbs 17:15.
Oh, but just find the wicked.
You want it?
Yeah, but I'm struggling with that.
This is Proverbs. Gotta be fast and Google. Proverbs 17:15. He that justifies the wicked.
What means that you are making a pass for wickedness. All right? If you are justifying like a damn homo, now he's good. And also gonna put you in good. Come on, man.
And it says, right, like the parents are justifying, like this Jake did a video saying that parents need to be addressed for their Lord's daughter, how she carries herself. And I was just saying that the other day. I was saying how, like a pit bull, they'll blame the owner, right? They'll blame the owner, but a bad child, they don't blame the parent, But if the parent corrects the child, then the parent, oh, you're wrong. Parents can be sued. They're like, hell no, you ain't taking that.
Right.
So now they're outing the parent because that's the New World Order. Their plan is the state to raise the children. And Biden is the perfect puppet to usher this in.
Yeah.
So like it, brothers, we just watching them be crazy.
This is where you added in. All love you, how about shot? By sure couple dots, man. This place is through. People are witnessing, people are witnessing the Lord speaking right now, man. Across the whole known globe right now. So there's no excuse why you shouldn't know. We warning not only Jake, but also Eden on here, man. That's why it's gonna be so glorious to see people get confounded in these last days.
Yep.
Exactly. That too, especially.
Yep. In a painful way. Beautiful. This is Proverbs 17 and 15. He that justifieth the wicked, make an excuse, trying to figure out a way to make an argument out of a possibility of saying otherwise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Scenario.
Right. Hypothetically.
Let's say it was your side. Right. You see?
Our laws are strict. If we even have a lazy son, we put it in.
Yep.
We done. How much more,
It said foolishness is bound in the sun, but the rod of correction will chase it away.
Well, they stoned Stephen. Do you know why they stoned Stephen? Deuteronomy 13.
Yep.
To them at that time, Yahweh Shai, they was like, nah, bro, you come up the way.
Yep.
Right.
And they used that to justify stoning Stephen. So put yourself back in 70 AD. These people, there'll be a lot of people getting stoned.
Yeah.
Every second.
Yes. They run out of stones. They make a business where they made modified stones. You know what I mean?
You'll be handed over to the Romans.
Yep.
It's like the Romans. Wicked.
And this also proves that we're living the last days of the last days, and like because now you got fathers, saying it's okay for the son to be, GY. But back when I was, growing up, I remember one time, my dad's friend, he was like, man, if my son's dead, I'm gonna disown his ass. So but now fathers are saying opposite now. So, and that proves that this place is getting worse by the second.
Hey, the brother said like you. He said they make a stud football league. That shit's crazy, bro. That shit's crazy.
Full of
Niggas.
women that would fight you.
Yep.
The whole defensive line is nigga women.
And I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say in the past 2 years, there's been a very effeminate spirit being pushed out. Not only through the LGBT community, but also through movies. You got starring roles, and they're all women. You got our favorite movies being, our characters being turned to females. You know what I mean? So these places,
Feminine spirit.
You got a feminine spirit.
Right, because the women are masculine.
Yeah.
The men are becoming effeminate.
Yeah.
So there's a spirit of pushing of the Queen of Heaven, and what the results of the Queen of Heaven to a man, it effeminates him, and to a woman, it liberates him. I could arm wrestle you too.
For example, I was so pissed off when Captain Marvel was a woman. When I was growing up, Captain Marvel was a man. He was a man. He was not a woman. He was a man. Come on, man. Now you got Thor, Love and Thunder. And these are just little examples on how things can be turned just like that.
Yeah.
But it's all prophecy.
Yeah.
So we're not tripping, but this is where we vent through the spirit prophecy about Shema Shai.
Be ye angry and sin not.
The
Lord would be upset with us if we weren't angry and hated evil.
Very vexing.
Very vexing.
Yeah. Finish off. Now I gotta finish Isaiah. Proverbs 17 and 15. He and she, they.
Yep.
That justified the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to the Lord.
And that proves they love darkness rather than light. Because how are you, and that proves going to them that call you good and evil. Going back earlier, man, these people, their minds is all fucked up. Because of who? Because of the elites. Just like earlier, you said a bad child is not getting blamed because of the parent. It's just like the elite. They got to get blamed because of the ways of these people.
As a king is, so is the people.
So it's their fault. But right now, being that we're ground level, we have to say that at face value for the people because that's how they're acting.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Everybody's supposed to walk real fast. They say Shalom.
Ain't Shalom us?
Nope.
I had my fringes.
It was real past too.
Hey, well, may the Lord pull the elect out of it.
Right.
Yeah. And you know what? Hey, they could pass, and there could be a sincere brother that seen us, and he's gonna come back.
Yep.
Because the outside said, what about that one?
That's spiritual. They could get marked. A lot of people that passed us and determined other way. They get marked.
Yeah. There was a Jacob walking while we were setting up, and I went and I held the MOTP sign, I held that up, and as she was looking, she did just like this. And looked away. I said, oh shit, she looked away from the warning.
Yep.
So, hey, what you saw? Finishing off Isaiah 3:9, the shoe of their countenance does witness against them. Yeah, skinny jeans. Skinny jeans. When we were growing up,
That wasn't even a thing.
Baggy clothes. Big ass jeans.
come on, man. Hey, they need to bring back Jordan-ass jeans. What did he say? He said, Mexican got some Jordan. It said, does witness against them, and they declare. They declare.
They proclaimed that stuff.
Oh, you know what? There was a big movement of, they would record it, remember?
Yep.
And then they'd be like, you know, up there, oh, it's always the mother,
Yeah, always the fucking mother.
you know?
Always the neighbor.
Right. And then the father over there looked like Samuel Jackson from Black Skin
Right.
Home.
They never looked in this shit.
Fuck. Boy, you better get your ass. Right?
And that's why Jeremiah said, you know, it'd be better for us, you know, not to have any children inside, man.
Man.
Now, of course, you know, brothers do have families, but you know what I mean. But for the most part, this society, you cannot raise an Israelite child in America.
Israelite man or woman.
Right. You can't.
Hey, let's just be honest. Even though brothers that have children, it's still grievous. All right. You know you believe through faith, the Lord God us, but you still are grieved because it's like having a child here is not. It's not a
Expedient.
yeah. It's just not even expedient, but it's not like joyful.
Right. Yep.
It's not joyful. Like yes. Thank you. Thank you. You know, it's like, man, I'm glad I have a seed to continue my tribe, but then it's still grievous of how you got a day-to-day with it.
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta put them in the song.
You gotta bring him to Esau.
Yeah.
You gotta bring him to his bed, to his doctor, his counselor, his school, all that shit. Then you're like, you know that one kid, white man dropped presents in the chimney for me. We got a chimney. You know, see, like it's a constant, you know? Yeah, unless you had your own land, you had women to homeschool them, if you could keep them separate from society, then it might not be as grievous. But majority of us are in a position where we can't. So it's like, man. Well, Isaiah 3:9, and they declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not, woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
They rewarded evil unto themselves. So guess what? They're condemned.
Good.
And that proves that this is Gomorrah all over again. 2.0.
Good.
No, was it more than that?
That was that. I know you're still in Genesis.
Yeah.
Just got a quick one.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 9:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the works of him that made it, he made me not, or the things made them that made it, he had no understanding. Yeah, that's pretty much, the case of America. Because we're nothing but clay out here, man. Most sides the potter, he's using Esau to form America one big island of wickedness, which will soon be a multi-island. Desert kingdoms. What the Lord knows in this place is going to make you understand the 11th place is not like they say the world don't close. Right? They're with the Lord.
Yeah, that's what he said. I'll give over to their God. That's why you gotta rebuke wicked thoughts and not embrace them. You see that what's going on with G-Man, where he's having vile thoughts. The deacon of God brought it out. Remember they said G stands for, but he's battling that. But the right thing to do, all right, at the end of the day, is to let him know that's a demonic, those are demons trying to get you, bro. You got to rebuke that. You entertaining these wicked thoughts, these people are the result. All these jakes that are into that, that's because Satan got into them, man. You can go on YouTube and there's an ad that says, take if I'm a G quiz. So he's got traps. He can do something like, you like pizza? Yeah, you're dead. You dead, bro. Right? And he can say, what? See? See? we did it. We did a test with a Jake named David. You know? I said, yo, what about the dude with nail polish? He said, he just worked on the sexuality, bro. I said, Lil Uzi walked up to young men with a sucking on a sucker. He said, it was a popsicle. See what I'm saying? Or they say it's fashion. Peace, brother. Peace, brother. Peace up to you, brother.
Yeah, Black Jew.
Yes.
Black Jew, because
Yes.
that's, yeah.
Yes.
Hanukkah.
Oh.
And then Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa, because we black.
Yeah.
But Hanukkah, because we study. You got turquoise, y'all rich. Y'all deep in the faith, all that good stuff. Good. And forgive me all debt as we forgive our debtors.
That's right, brother.
Good.
That's right, brother.
Y'all got it going on. Do you accept donations?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Can I give you $1?
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Because I need this. I always be foolish. And we're not foolish.
No, that's right.
This is more your money than mine.
Well, thank you, brother.
Good.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
God,
very much, brother.
thank you. And it should be because they're here. And you got a camera. You set up. You know, I used to be an MC. Like we used to go freestyle and all that good stuff. I got a studio for you. So you want to take my number down now? Because he need a bigger studio, man. It's ridiculous. It need to be from here to here. At least a black law to support this. Yeah, you want us. They got 4 righteous teachers. They got brand new deals. They got JD. Jay-Z had a tattoo of Jehovah. That's who we praise. But I'm not a Jehovah Witness. I'm a Christian. Okay? And I'm not a Muslim. And I said, who got the best grasp of Jesus? I said, who loves Jesus more so than I? He was dragged through the streets, man. Sectarians might as well be police officers. He was beaten unmercifully.
Yep.
His arms were posted. He missing arms. But he still was intact.
Yeah.
This instruments, man, a grappling hook, that'll rip your arm off your shoulder.
Yeah. Scored it.
Yeah, and he had to carry a 7,000-pound cross, maybe a way more. And he was hung from the cross. And finally, he said it's done.
Yep.
It was at Cathedral, Buffalo, and I was right there next to him. And he wanted me to be this guy. And I had to say, justness enough. You and I have died justly for our sins. And I see no further to prolong this ordeal. Basically, yeah, good. Now, they say that you, what exactly? I'm just a good person, man. I got arrested a lot of times for evangelizing on the streets, sleeping on the streets. I said, I'm just a man. I'm a good person. Oh, I had to give up my religion. I say, yeah. So it says about good people working collectively as well. That's what Malcolm X said. And now his name is El Haj Malik Shabazz. And y'all better than Judah Shabazz. Y'all get it quick. Put a price tag on this equipment. That's Shabazz. Good. That's my brother.
All right, brother.
But you know, it don't matter. It don't, because you know where I'm at.
Yeah.
But really though, I gotta pay the phone bill. So do you have a card?
No, we don't have a card. I'm sorry, brother.
Okay, yeah. I write my number down, man.
Okay. Do you have a pen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I draw pictures. I could draw.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to, brother, just keep speaking. Yeah, if you just write your number down, brother.
Back in Genesis chapter 19.
Yeah, you know chapter verse. That's my father is ordained minister. My mother is a lawyer, and she never lost a case. She's a good lawyer.
You know where lawyer comes from?
Esquire.
Well, even
That's
deeper,
one,
it
yeah.
goes to the tribe of Levi, bond.
Oh, yeah, I know the scriptures, baby. I said, I'm a father chapter verse. I gotta study. And he always said that you read Psalms, Colossians, Kings. I was so busy though, but I had to do it. Yeah,
This place will keep you busy.
And you know what, man? You find out that your first child is this one. So I said I got a deep grasp of the scriptures. I gotta study chapter verse. I actually failed though. You know, I want to do good though. I want to pass it. So y'all
You're on your way, brother. You're on your way.
Genesis 19 and verse 5. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came into you this night? bring them out unto us.
Good
that we
friend
may know
told
them.
me though. A good friend told me that profanity is insanity. We were signed to 40 Acres in the Mule, Spike Lee's company. We was in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah, you remind me of G. Called him bugging out. Remember, do the right thing. Oh shit, you remind me of PIT. And you, man, that is interesting. That is interesting. I guess, man, you know, it was one thing about Queensbridge though. They said Comega. They kept dissing Comega. He said the true meaning. He's a true scholar though. They thought he was just a thug, a gangster, or whatever. And I said, no longer are we gangsters. We're associates and affiliates. You're worse than the blood and the Crips are the Democrat and the Republican.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
and
right.
they clashed.
Well, they're blue and red too.
Remember what happened in Parliament in England?
Yeah.
Remember what happened in White House? They stormed the White House.
Yeah.
They beyond gangster.
They're the red horse of the Bible.
Yeah, and a female got shot, a female soldier,
Yeah. Yep.
by the authorities.
Yep.
Because they could easily be 10 times stronger than us. So
Right.
you gotta recognize, I was telling them, surrender. Yeah, and you know, break yourself, cooperate. Because then it's called rehabilitation, correctional, and they always ask you how you doing, whatever. I said, man, I want to get up out of here.
Yeah.
So this is the way.
Yeah.
And they supposed to be in it for 25 years of life. No, they up for parole the first year. Before the first year, the first day.
Wow.
Yeah, it's when they take your Rolex away from you. You ain't gonna last a day.
Right. Tell me, man. Esau is the red horse. All it says is he's gonna make war on the earth. Take away peace. There's no more harmony. But harmony
I
comes
love
from what?
it.
Music.
I love it.
The Lord's song is singing. Bring back harmony. Peace, love, harmony. That's what we need.
Righteousness.
Yep.
Okay, once again, my name is Mosiah.
Mosiah.
Yeah, what's your name?
Kabar.
Kabar. And your name? Cracker. Monroe? Right. Yeah. They said the world is yours. Listen. Yup, and the world is mine and all this stuff. You got but a great responsibility. You have many mouths to feed now. Whoa, time out. But I'm with it. I'm so with it. Okay, good.
Well, let's read this for him since he said the world is ours. Joshua 1:3, it says, every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that have I given unto you as I said unto Moses.
Yeah, and that's what that's playing. What they're talking about. That's talking about people right here in this sun. The
Us.
Israelites. Us.
Yeah, they said I got schizophrenia and I'm addicted to marijuana, which is, I had to go to rehab and all that. I had to go to the hospital. I had to go to jail just to find out. I know a good lady friend, and she said she loves you guys. Yeah, she loves, but the thing about it though is you using profanity. You got to really watch what you say, because what you say can be used against you in the court of law.
Absolutely.
That's just the one thing. Why are you explaining it that way? That's the only thing, and that's it.
It says by a word.
Can you read this?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep. I got you, brother. I got you.
And the true name of the Lord is Yahweh. The son name is Yahweh Shai. Heard Mosiah? The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. And the son's name is Yahweh Shai. Say it. Most High's name is Yahweh.
Shashama.
No, Yahweh.
Yeah. Oh, that's Yahweh.
That's
Yeah.
the true
But
name
they
of
said a
Yahweh.
strange tongue though come up. Y'all could speak. I speak Arabic. I told that was a strange tongue, Arabic. Allah.
Well,
Yeah, but just say Shashama. Y'all know, y'all metaphysicians.
the Lord's name is in Paleo Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew.
Yes.
Phoenician. And then Phoenician went to Assyrian.
So that's the Holy Scriptures, the Bible, right?
Right.
Not the Torah nor the Quran.
Well, the Torah is a part of it as well.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
good, of course.
Yeah.
Of
So
course.
in the Torah, when you read the name of God or the Lord, it's not Jehovah, it's Yahweh. Yah. Like they say, hallelujah.
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Yeah.
That's how you would pronounce it. Because the letter J came out in 1524. So that's one of the youngest letters English alphabet.
But they say A. If you say put hallelujah, and they put an A.
Yeah.
And I said that was your husband, Aliyah. Remember Aliyah? Yeah, I said hallelujah, Aliyah. Yeah, the capital A and the small capital A. You know, all that stuff, man. Y'all deep, man. Y'all deep. Y'all deep. Good. My friends love y'all. They just love y'all.
And tell them we love them too, man. Because they got the Israelites too, they love us. All the name of the Lord. And Mosai, one more thing. This right here is the mark of the beast. You see right here, RFID chip. Do not take this. No. They try to put this inside you. You say no.
Yeah, because
they run away.
Yeah,
right,
because they put me in the hospital and they turned medieval on my buttocks. Y'all gonna get in trouble. The police officers, the medical officers, and the fire officers. I mean, I saw a movie called Blade, and I just come here to give some blood. Yeah. And you know, a pint of blood. Yeah. Yep. They destroyed me. So they took.
We're almost out of here.
Yeah. Okay.
Guess what? That's Thessalonians. What's that? 1 and 6. Because guess what? The same people that touch you, the ones that did you wrong,
Jesus could be used.
Our Savior,
That's
so guess what? To redeem us, all right, and not only save us, but avenge us.
Yeah, for being ignorant, for being because they questioned his hands, and he was about to say, "Behold these hands," and he got crucified for that.
But he got crucified for our sins ultimately.
Yeah, I died for you.
Yeah.
I died for your sins.
For us though.
Yep.
Just for
but
us.
there's one thing you won't know, but y'all scholars, y'all know, y'all would sense money, but don't mention it though. I want to kind of surprise. I don't like you surprised by this. I want to know when you're going to be, so I'm ready.
This is 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6.
They said, I don't care what you say, behold this child, this one baby, even over what Moses went through. Soon as inside the womb, I experienced that. That is a devil that was really trying to kill me. I ain't do nothing wrong. And why are you trying to? Because I don't want you to be good and bring joy to the world. I want corruption, not that much corruption. How much corruption do you need? I need a body or two every day. So every day you turn on the news, like, a couple of people died past. A whole gang of them in a traffic jam. And God forbid, our brother got shot by another brother. Us.
That's the evil eye.
That's the one.
That's the evil eye. It's a
curse. That's the one. When my brother, my black brother, shot me in cold blood.
It's a curse.
Yep, at the transit center. You heard me? They shot him to death, and then they beat him down. They wanted to beat him down. They just wanted to beat him because they said he stole. I hope it wasn't over $30 though. Okay?
This is 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, and to you who are troubled, rest with us.
Right, man. Hey, man, rest with us, man. Because right now, outside right now, this word is proved. Messiah, because people out here, they don't get you, but guess what we do? We're spreading poverty out about small shot. All right, and that's why earlier, that's why we see the names of the Lord, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna come and save you, bro. All right, guess what? You will be in the kingdom of heaven. All right, very very soon. People that did you wrong, guess what? You will be over them. All right, your oppressors will be under you very soon. Right?
It says, and to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels.
Mighty angels, all right? Because if you know anything about so-called UFOs, that's the scripture. When the Bible is called heavenly chariots, all right? And that's when Shai is going to come back to reveal his light, all right?
And Suge Knight said, bring all your friends. He in jail for the rest of his life. They trying to kill him. He had every right to defend himself. All right, so who's your favorite?
In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not Yahweh, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
And what does that mean? That means that this whole known world right now, that you see right now, this whole known America is going to be destroyed by the one what they call Jesus Christ. All right, whose true name is Yahweh Shai.
Nuclear fire.
The nuclear fire at the bottom.
The third war.
Right, through World War III, okay? Because this place has been reigning in wickedness for centuries. That guess what? The Most High says time.
Yep.
It's time for this place to be overthrown.
Yep.
And guess what? We're living at that time.
Yep.
What's that? Habakkuk 2 and 3 says. It says that point in time.
Quick. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 6. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Wickedness has overdrafted the whole earth, man. All right? Wickedness has, the whole known world right now is wicked. All right? Because why? Because of the westernization of the wine of Babylon. The earth has been given the wine.
Wow, these guys, these are our educators, our teachers, our professors, the highest, man. These is our superiors. This is religion, very religious, and these are the highest. It's the highest they get, man. And they ready to drop everything. They want to be you. They want to be just like y'all. Oh, because y'all know. They left that life to join your life. And you see how they look. They're healthy, wealthy, and wise. Why some of my brothers is missing a leg from diabetes and stuff. Yeah. You're healthy. Your blood, your everything. That's the best way to judge your health. Is your blood, not your kidney and your heart or your lungs. It's your blood.
It says, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai,
It's over there.
I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth underneath, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Right, man. So guess what? This place is about to get effed up, man. All right. Most like how much Shai has had enough of this place, man. What's that? Just like during Noah times, all right, when they said the Most High repented. Just like today. All right, this place has to go. All right, Jake is sick. We need to live. We all need to live for the whole head is sick. She's signing prayer right now, man. Hey, brother, don't worry, man. The Lord's gonna save you, man.
Wipe away all tears.
That's right, man. Don't forget that,
I bet you I can't.
Hey, man. Hey, Mosiah, soon look for time for no more tears that come to your eyes, no more sorrow, no more pain, no more vexation of spirit. You're gonna be good very soon, man. Don't worry about that.
Let's take a picture together, man. Hey, you mind? You got the camera right here. So I wanted to take a picture of you. Is that cool?
Just one more scripture.
Okay, good.
Revelations, because we have people that are watching.
Yeah, because it's right there. Okay, good.
Revelations 21 and 4, and Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor pain, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
I was gonna say that's it. That's what the fight. That's the new kingdom where we can dwell in righteousness and relax.
Yep.
You know, 'cause just like it says in Hebrews, there remain the rest of the people of the Most High.
Yep.
This ain't it.
Yep.
You know, the brother just read, that is the rest right there. So the rest is coming.
Yep.
Okay?
Y'all lying. That's what I always put when I paint. I always put in a leather coat or something old. Ain't nobody. This is an old beat up leather coat. But I put a lion on it. A nice picture of a lion. See, I ain't the nicest artist, you know. But I just said they like, you know, when you want to give, what you notice that y'all three. I don't know nothing, but that's why y'all notice I need you. Because you the best at that. And then we got Wu-Tang. 9 members to make that group great. Okay, so y'all know what y'all go for. Y'all specialty. But the thing about it, you're the mascot. If it was a mascot, it'd be the lion. The conquering lion of Judah.
There it is.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
there it is.
Good.
There it is, brother.
That line of Judah is who? Yahweh Shai.
Amen.
Yahweh Shai is going to come from his thicket and destroy all the Gentiles, man. All these heathen.
Yep. So in the Hebrew, the line of Judah will be Ariyah Shal Yahweh.
Right. Rest in peace.
Ariyah Shal Yahweh.
That's right.
Ariyah Shal
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yeah, I found this on the street, man. I had to pick it up. You know, you guys don't pick nothing up. I mean, that's most high. That's high. But I picked it up, and I said it's just a trinket. And then if y'all say give it up, man, yeah, there it is. I'm gonna give it up, or you already know.
That's yours, man.
Yeah.
That might be real silver right there.
I'm out there. I gotta pay the phone bill.
No, brother, do what you gotta
Yeah,
do.
so good.
Good
Amen.
meeting you, brother.
Good.
Yeah, Yahweh,
God's blessed.
The Most High's name, and Yahweh Shai.
Good. You got you
Yahweh Shai,
and
man.
my will, my last testament.
All right, brother. Shalom,
Take care,
brother.
Mosiah. Shalom.
Just to finish off the verse. It's verse 5. It says, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new.
Meaning what? Our kingdom. All things are going to be new. Like no more cement, no more plastic, no more styrofoam, no more hoarding, no more Satanism, no more evil, no more Esau. All right? Everything you see right now is going to come to naught. Hallelujah about Shema Shai. Everything you see right now is going to come to naught. All right? Our kingdom is going to be the complete opposite of this kingdom. All right?
And it reads, and he said to me, right? For these words are true and faithful.
Right? Meaning what? Every prophecy in the scriptures is going to come to pass. All right? It's going to come. We see it right now coming to pass. But what? The pestilence.
Gas right now is $5 a gallon all over America.
And
brothers, right? We got the brothers put us on. It's gonna be $6 by mid-July.
So you know what that means? Everywhere when we see gas, we're gonna see 3 6s.
Yep.
666. 6 because it goes 6 for reg, 6 for premium,
Yep.
6 for right?
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you. So it's gonna be a series of 3 6s on every
Just like they showed you on the movie I Am Legend.
Yeah.
And now they're showing you the beginning scene of I Am Legend is literally came to pass. That we've 100% boom.
See, man. Esau is telling y'all right in your face.
So that's called the method of revelation.
Yep.
You know, because they have to tell you. They have to tell you before they do it. You know, Esau, they call it hidden in plain sight.
That's right.
You know.
That's right. Was there more than that? People right now, Esau telling you his plans right in your face. That's why Paul said this.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
We're not ignorant of your evil plans, man. We are not oblivious to what you're doing right now. Like we see it it's like how a father watch his kid be like, look at this. What are you doing right now? What are you doing? Like we see it, man.
And why do we see it?
Why?
Because we've been given the unction.
Right.
We've been given the eyesight.
Right.
We've been given a more sure word of prophecy. So we're not ignorant to what he's doing because the Lord has already put us on. Just like Yahweh Shai, he said, what's the signs that I come in? Well, it's going to be real. It's going to be good. It's going to be this.
Yep.
So we're witnessing everything before even Esau was allowed to do it. You see? That's why we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. Because we know the devices he has to do according to prophecy. You know?
Right. Big point.
Yes, I actually got this. This is 2 Peter 3 and on 13. Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
You got Jake over here pushing the cans. You know, and then you know what this shows you? A lot of these homeless Jakes are what? Older. So that shows you all these young Jakes and the lifestyle they're living, it's going to lead them down a beaten path of poverty. To where, they might have been the man in that little moment, but the end all be all is going to be at a very low estate. You know?
It's going to be a bad result.
You saw my man, what was my brother's name?
Mosiah.
Spiritual. But you saw him, man. You know?
I believe that's another way of saying Messiah. Anointed.
Yeah.
I just got this post that says gas prices officially hit $5 in all 50 states for the first time ever.
$5, Buster.
So people will be paying $5 for a gallon of gas, man.
So $20 would be 4 gallons.
Yep. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's
go.
And
then made this gas fuck up your engine.
Yep.
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 Man.
And then that's gonna make food shortages because what are they traveling with?
The trucks. Which those truckers are going bankrupt and they're packing it in. Everything on other trucks.
Oh, well, you just had a woman say that she was gonna buy a box van or something, and the woman or whoever's gonna sell it to her was like, "No, I can sell this to you right now, but I just sold another one, and he's already returning it because it costs so much to keep it on the road because of gas that he's not making a work."
And it's for a trucker to work, which truckers are the bloodline of America. They pretty much feed America. You know, everything that's in the city is brought in by truckers. Nothing's going up there. You know, so when that bloodline is cut off, the city's going to dry up. So that's pretty much a siege.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
This is
Esau did that. He cut off the water around Jacob. I believe it was 70 acres. He cut off the water. So he kind of pushed him into an area and cut off any resources so that he had to, my man, even though he's a wicked Jake and Braveheart, he said, if we can't kill him, we'll bleed him out. So he's gonna thirst you out. He's gonna famine you out. He's gonna draw you out like to draw out bugs or something. You smoke them out.
Yeah, yep.
You know what I mean? So you can't get in. So smoke them out. You know.
This is from Newsbreak. The gas station owner stopped selling gas and protest of high prices.
Oh gosh, man. That's what it's gonna get real worse too, man. Because I believe the beginning of this year, a few months ago, people are stealing gas. You know?
Yeah, you get siphon it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're stealing other people's gas tanks.
First it was a Cadillac converters.
Exactly. Y'all really going under you. Cut this shit out. So how much more, you know, when you sleep with them, things like that is never coming. Don't be surprised if you catch someone taking your gas and they ask you to smoke.
Yep. And then
Right outside the car.
That just happened in Detroit. It's on World Star. It's Jake. He said everybody need a gun. And it said man who shot an armed intruder or something like that.
wow. And then don't forget, I believe it's at the beginning of 2022. You had that cyber attack. And I forgot what state it was, but they were out of gas out there. I believe Florida. You had people, you had people taking actual plastic bags and big ass tanks and stuff and gallons and putting gas in that.
I have a scripture, Baba Kasha. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods.
Take their goods, you know.
I mean, people gonna get robbed. They're gonna take your gas. They're gonna take your food. They're gonna take your fucking candy. Take
Generator.
You know, take your
Right,
generator.
take you.
The last can of peaches you got.
Take your
woman,
house.
you gonna get beat with a can of peaches.
Yep.
I can show you that on that movie. Black Hawk. You should watch that on video. Watch that movie Black Hawk. You know, the man got beat to death with a can of peaches.
Yeah. Shit.
Right now, that's real.
Right.
So that shows you the desperation.
And it says, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation.
And why is that? Because people, they don't have anything. Guess what? They're gonna take from you. All right. They're gonna take from you during times of trouble, during perilous times. Because why? Because that survival instinct is gonna kick in. You know, shit. Like they be like, shit. I gotta survive. So what the hell am I gonna do? I gotta fit for myself. You know, take from this person.
What's coming is going to make friends fight like enemies.
Right.
You don't fight your best friend over a local guy.
Well, they're doing it right now over women. Jake said, my day one homie. He's on the hospital, tubed up. He said, my day one homie shot me over a bed that wasn't even his.
Man.
He was distraught, bro. My day one.
Man. That's why they always been saying, hey, we all we got.
Yeah.
You know, the brotherhood, listen, we are all we have, man.
Yeah.
Nobody already got our backs, but you know, of course, we have our shot, but ground level, hey, man, it's about the brotherhood, man. Because nobody out here is gonna see how you doing, is gonna have your back like the brotherhood, man.
Or understand you.
Right, the bottom.
Nobody cares.
Yep.
You know, you don't care. Especially if you're a man. There was a saying, nobody cares about mental health of men. That's
Yep.
true.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
that's why a lot of the men of our nation, they commit suicide.
Yep. You know, it proves that you've been having a lot of Jakes speak out lately about black men mental health. You know, and what they go through with the women, the system, and there's no outcry for the black man.
Yep.
You know, which is true. You laughed at Will Smith because we can talk besides the point. We got to speak about the broad spectrum of things. You laughed at Will Smith.
Right, that's really not funny.
No,
It's not funny at
it's
all.
not
Kingdom,
funny.
the kingdom, she would have got put to death.
Yep, and Will Smith gonna be over Jada and all that, you know? Whatever, even the Jakes that have sold out, you know, they're still gonna be in the kingdom ruling as well, you know? So they laughed at Will Smith, you know, all types of Jakes when situations happen, you know, they weren't, remember Tyrese crying about his children,
Yep.
you know? People made fun of that. People made fun of these
How
guys.
you doing, brother? Has anybody asked you that today? Has anybody asked you how you doing lately?
Here, off and on, you know how that goes as a black man. You know how that goes.
Right.
There it is. Call right.
Who's your remote?
I get it. It just came to my mind. That's prophecy. It's prophecy that us, as so-called black men, Hispanic, Latino, minority, that we would be second-class citizens, even compared to our women. Because a black woman has more voice, power, and respect here, and compassion than us.
Yeah,
Who told you that?
Well, you see it.
No, who told you?
I'll read it. This is Jeremiah 15:5. For who shall have pity upon you, O Jerusalem, or who shall bemoan thee?
Right, what do they say about slavery? Get over it.
Yep.
They don't care.
Yep. And it's
The pastors was horrible. That shit was a nightmare, man. Imagine being chained up in the bottom of a hot ass boat with all type of bugs and stinks. There's no restroom, so people are just, you know, going on each other.
Yep.
People are getting thrown over. So imagine the anxiety, the nightmares, you know, just the way over
the
there.
unknowing.
And you expect us to get over that?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And
It's it.
that spirit, you say unknowing because a lot of them thought that they were going to be victims of terrorism. They didn't know they were going to be slaves.
Yeah.
They thought they were being taken to get aid. That's what Ham is into.
It says, for who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem, or who shall bemoan thee, or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?
Right, and that's one thing too, because you know.
How you doing, brother?
Right, how you doing?
Has that been asked to you?
Yep.
Well, you know how that goes. As a black man, not really.
Right.
But a black woman, hey, sister, what up, sister? Come here, sister. Let me talk to you, girl. Come sit right here.
Yep.
They know that love ain't given to us.
Yep.
You
It's
see?
not given- why do you think it's not given to us?
Well, it's prophecy. Because it tells you a woman shall compass a man. It's prophecy because who's ruling actually is using our woman like how the serpent used Eve against Adam. So it's really an agenda. They're just using our counterpart to ultimately keep you destroyed. That's why there's a woman's right liberation. And now they went from women's rights to not black man's rights, because that's toxic masculinity, to gay rights.
And even family court.
Yep, child support. You see
There's
it?
some truth in some of it, but I don't see the place where you're speaking of women over men.
We'll read it.
Because if that's the case, you're believing in
let's
a word.
read it.
That's the case. You're believing in a word that doesn't manifest your greatest being.
Well, we are great beings.
No. But if you just said that whatever that word is that you're reading
Yep.
is showing prophecy for manifestation of someone else or something else being
Yep.
greater over your being.
No, what we're
That's
showing.
that's a self-degradation that no God or no person.
Well, we don't carry
I'm not
ourselves.
talking about a God, but I'm saying that
Right,
That's,
no, I'm saying.
that's a self-degradation, like not any religious anything.
Well,
Not any-
just hear me out.
Not, I did.
No, what I'm saying
But
is, but no, listen. No, I don't want to use the word assume, but just because we're making the notion of reality, we are not walking around in a self-degrading spirit like, oh, she's over me. We're reading out the scriptures of the prophecy of,
that is.
women that are
That
over
is.
men in general.
That is.
They're not over. Women aren't of sort authority over us, but we see women assert authority over men in a broad spectrum. That doesn't mean just because we're reading it, that falls on us.
No, I'm not
But we were in that mindset until we were enlightened that that's not a right reality, but it's prophecy of curses. So watch, read this now.
This is the book of St. Jeremiah 31 and verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth.
Yep, this is new because the natural order of things, the man is the head. Even in wildlife, they show you that the masculine man. Demon. Even in the Call
Bashemel Shai.
The Wadiyah Bashemel Shai. Mark. So what that shows you is even in nature, who's the head? The man. The man is the head of God. But here in America,
tell me what
Big Mama.
Tell me what it is that you brothers believe.
Well,
because I hear a lot of separatist ideas from man and woman.
They're separate. Separate is a natural human. It's a human characteristic. Separatism is natural.
So you're saying that a separatist idea is something that your greater creator told you to speak of?
Well, he wrote it down because that's the order of things. Is water separate from land? Right? Is dry separate from wet? Man is separate from woman.
True. But
so separatism.
I'm saying in an aspect of what you were saying previously. That's what.
How far? Well, because being separate creates order. Like a child to an adult, or is a child and a parent equal?
Under learning trees, yes.
Right. So that's a separate order.
Under learning trees.
Do you get it though?
Yes.
So there is separation because that brings order. You see? So finish this real quick. Yeah.
Right. Back in St. Jeremiah 31 and verse 22, to finish it off, and it says, for the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man.
And that's what you see now. Women over men. That's out of order. Because women by nature are not designed to be over a man. Now a woman has a position and power to rule things like a household, to be a mother, but that's separate too. You have mother love and fatherly love. That's separation. So separatism is natural human order. But in this world, they haven't done that. They've separated the relationship between you and the woman, and they've given you her over you. And then now, men being destroyed for lack of knowledge, they're like, well, I don't see the issue with that. But look at the way life is being ran, we can see the issue. You got black women that are blowing weed, smoking their children's face. They don't even want to settle down and get married. They want to abort babies. The man's the one that wants to have a family and raise, but now women want to club, go out, party, and be whores, and those men are standing up. But then when we do, someone looks at us as the notion of, well, that sounds like separatism, but no one's speaking about the characteristics of the independent black woman that's running wild through the black community and black culture that is a dying breed.
Now, listen to this. You know what? I'm pretty sure you heard, but recently you had...
You could be right in that.
Recently
I just listened to your brother speak. No, but that's a lot of pause. That's a lot of pause for someone who's listening to your cause. No, that's a lot of pause for someone who's listening to your cause. I get what you're saying. There's a lot of anxiety for one group or individual to handle, be it a black woman or black man. And we can only be accountable best we can for individual selves and training our own.
And we are.
And I know that.
Now, let me ask you this. Now, being as an individual, does that mean we have to escape the reality? Can we not talk about broad? Can we talk about broad, though? We have to. Right. It's like when a person works out, after they work out, what do? They tell it in a broad manner to other people to better them. Yep. Hey, have a good one. Have a good one. Yep. Have a good one. So what we're doing now is the Lord's opened us up so we're not in a defeated black low-level mindset. See, that's what a black American wants to be. It wants to empower the woman and be beta. That's what America gives you is beta males and alpha females. And beta males like alpha big nigga women to rule over them. That's a defeated man. That's a stagnant water.
That's the type of man Esau wants in this new world.
Exactly.
Not men that are thinking and
No fight.
That's the Lord versus what a Messiah.
Yep.
A woman ain't gonna ask
A woman ain't gonna ask him how his day's going. No?
He said,
A woman ain't gonna bow to him and say, will you take me forever?
Right, back to the point I want to make. You just had Lori Harvey pretty much break up with the guy's name. You know?
Oh yeah, Michael B.
Jordan. Yeah. He wanted to settle down and get married. She wanted to freak out.
Yeah, she said
she wanted to be in the world, you know, riding the carousel.
well, she's with Jack Harlow now.
Wow.
The nigga that was voguing for Esau. You know? Hey, it's been a very spiritual day because you had tabletop Gook Moab, excuse my language. You had Moab saying, shut the F up, this. Hey, but first of all, here in America that you came to, you see, because the only people that first were who, Gad, then Israel, then Esau. Moab, you came late, you see, but now you're in America as rights. We have the right of freedom of speech and to gather in peaceful assembly. We're just gathering in a peaceful assembly, just like how you have the right to tell us to shut the F up, but we have the right to preach. We're not out here cursing people out, but we have a right to preach. But what it is the light is shining. Hey, this is the most we had people come up in over a year.
Man, lost darkness,
Right. Yeah.
This is the Rock 18-1.
But if you don't like it, shut your window. Leave windows open.
That demon got like
Yep.
That's why they
Yep.
Probably about to get it. You mad at us.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, but
the price of rent is going up.
Yep.
You probably paying like fucking $2,500 for that little
Right.
Yep.
fucking window.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
You know? He that liveth forever created all things in general. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all is righteous, and there is none other but he.
Right, and that's right, because Most High created what? Divine order. You know, but Esau, he changed the ordinance. He changed the ordinance, he changed the law, the covenants. All right, and that's why people, you know, if you say, oh man, a man is supposed to be over a woman, they look at you like you're crazy.
Yep.
You know, just like the dude that just came up. He wanted to try to find a way to rebuttal.
In
You
every
know?
aspect, you over a woman. When
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
Yep.
when you lay down with her, you
Yep.
over, dominate her.
Yep. Nature tells you that. Look at the animal kingdom. It's the what? It's the lion is the head of the tribe.
Yep.
And he has like he has lionesses.
Yep.
He has
Yep.
he has a gang of them.
Yep. Are you in 17?
18. So Rock 18 in verse 3.
Hey, Jake's through, bro. Jake's through. Like that. Like there was no getting through to that.
You know, I'm not mad. I'm mad at Esau.
No.
I know he's brainwashed by Esau.
Yeah.
Esau
And the nigga woman. Cause
ain't
she,
the nigga with the
she,
body of his mom.
yep. Or his woman.
Ain't Christianity.
Yep.
But you know he's into Christianity.
Yep.
It seemed like it too, right?
A black woman pastor. You know, you just had a woman say that basically like she said Jesus couldn't do it right, so he sent a bee. She actually said the B word. So saying she's better than Yahweh Shai. That's why she's teaching. That's anti-Messiah. That spirit of woman rights over Israelite man's rights is anti.
Yep.
So is a woman over, that's what we need to start asking you. Is a woman over Jesus? Right? Is a woman over
They believe God is a woman. You know, you got that song, Ariana Grande, God is a woman.
Yeah. Or you have another one, the t-shirt says, I met God and she was black. This place is demonic, man.
Whoso governed the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will, for he is the king of all, by his power dividing holy things among them from profane. Yep. So the Lord, you know, he hates imbalance. He's perfect order, man. And when you go back to Genesis, it says, and God made them male and female, and he saw that it was good.
Thank you.
Yep. Yep. So everything that was created by Yahweh God, you know, the elect, you know, in Genesis 1, they saw that it was good. Man.
What Cut said is the nation of Israel. How did we become the Israelites? Through a man. Through a man. You know, you got actual Israelite women. It's got the juice of Babylon still in them. In the truth, trying to assert authority over men still. That's not the Israelite custom because you want to have Israelite women without the Israelite man first.
We don't need women.
No.
We really don't.
So what did you have first, the chicken or the egg? Well, you needed that chicken.
Right. Women desire us. That's what the Lord told you. Now desire shall be to their husband.
Yeah.
So these women, they want to get married and have, well, not now, but a real woman, she wants to get married and have children.
Settle down.
Settle down. That's in their spirit.
Yeah.
You know?
Got a quick one? 1 Corinthians 11, In verse 3 it says,
That real quick, that's the walking example of the drunken with the wine of her fornication.
He's a Greek.
Yeah.
He just held it, right?
Right.
he's a Gentile.
Right. We said our piece. He said his. Keep it pushing.
That's
But,
a Greek right there.
but what had to be established is because you peep like first he was trying to say that we self-degradate. No, you're not getting it. We're just because we're saying it don't mean that we feel like that she's above us. We're rebuking the fact that that's the notion on earth.
Right.
Right.
That's what flawed it is.
Right. That's what we're rebuking in the spirit. We're not, and then he's speaking about individual. Yeah, we understand that individual level, but that doesn't mean we're going to not tell the rest of the individuals out here. See, that's a very, like, he basically tells a hierarchy, white under a napkin.
That dude must live in a bubble somewhere.
He lives in a black woman bubble,
Like,
a
damn.
bubble butt.
No, he lives in America. Yep. You would have to, it would be like that scene from that movie. You'd have to fight his ass for hours.
He lived. that was like a 10-minute fight scene. He sound with the fucking glasses on. Put the motherfucking glasses on, man.
We're trying to stop with the last one. He's fighting us.
Yo, literally.
He went back right back to the gun.
Man,
Hey,
man.
well, let him be flipped.
Exactly.
All right, have a good one. Have a good one. But you're going to know we stand here and you stand there.
Now,
Yep.
First,
you got the name, you got the
Yep. We got put on. But all the
got, like a woman got to be stumbling block.
and you know he probably, he proud as hell. You know what I mean? He got it. You know what I mean? He probably got like a small constellation
Yeah,
here in Babylon. You know, so hey man, let him do that.
Hey, bro, let me just put it like this. You could cut, like the brother said, you could cut the whole argument of a man or a woman in the bedroom. Now it says a man don't know, but we know what we do with our maids. Like the scripture, how does a man know it? Man is made. But you brothers, you men, you women know. You know when we get in that room, what order it is. Come on now. Look at it. Now we don't look at how a dog and a female dog procreate. You got a term called come on, man. Like that, you got to get to the point of mother effing reality. That cuts those demons. You don't always got to go so. Well, you get the scripture, then you speak on it.
Right.
Speak on reality. Shut up, girl. You know what goes down. You had a song called "Bedroom Bully." All right, and women know. A woman don't want no.
They don't want no beta.
She don't always want to be led to the bed with flowers, bro. Remember, old girl said that. She said, "Well, I did like it when he took it." Remember when it was the GMS versus ISBK? So women by nature like that.
They want you to hem them up.
This is 1 Corinthians 11:8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man.
So he started in verse 3.
1 Corinthians 11:3.
But you got a lot of betas. You got a lot of beta men that want to, kiss them on the
That's
forehead.
not working, bro. It's not.
Sips.
Sipping is not working. Sipping will get you killed. Like a movie shot in there. That's called sipping.
Yep.
Sips.
Yep.
Like you could have it in your drink.
I was curious though what sip was. So I looked at the definition. Basically, a sip is like a man, like he does things for a woman that doesn't give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
Right, so for a beta male, like say for a woman, get the fuck up my face, I don't like you. But here are these flowers for you. That's a sip.
Well, the movie Bedazzled, he asked Satan to make him more sensitive to be with a woman.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was sitting at the beach crying over the sunset, and some Edomite named Biff came up with a fucking cut t-shirt on a football and was like, "Hey, what's up? You want to go get a beer?" And then she was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "He's just probably gonna sleep with you." And he was like, "Yeah." And she didn't care. So she went and got popped. What my man J. Cole say? Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Y'all don't want to accept the harsh reality of your delicate queen.
Relax.
Thank you. Come on
That's
now.
what they are queens. There are some queens out
Come
here,
on
man.
now.
Like these females are not women. Because what's a woman? Female servant.
Well,
All
you
right?
just had old girl went viral she was showing the Adam Abbott them.
Yeah.
She said, he trying to put me on the new religion. I'm just trying to smash.
Yep.
So you over here trying to, daughter of Zion. Oh, cometh thou upon mine. You know?
That's what Apostle said.
Exactly.
She don't care about that.
That's in her spirit. Though.
Yeah.
Her spirit is what reproduce.
Yeah.
She wants you to take her.
Yes.
She
That's why
wants
you
you.
have to walk in it. Yeah. That's why you have to walk in it. You don't walk.
Yeah.
Where is it at?
Three.
First Corinthians 11 verse 3. But I would have you know, the head of every man is the Mashiach Yahushai, and that the head of the woman is the man, and that the head of Yahushai is Yahweh.
That's separate. These people how we started. And thank you, Yahweh Bashim Shai Bashur Kakadash, for giving us a mouth that our adversary couldn't gainsay or resist. He had 3 points that he tried to do the switcheroo on us, and through the spirit it didn't work. First he tried to bring the separatists, and we cut that with logic, the spirit. Then he tried to say self-degradation. You're like, oh, I'm wrong. And then he ended it with the, what was the third one?
Very weak argument.
Yeah, it was just weak arguments.
Guess what? That's another dead nigga walking.
Yeah.
Spiritually dead.
Somebody on my shit.
Right about shot. I mean, what's his name? Mosiah had more sense than that dude did. And Mosiah, he seemed like he was in a more of a low state than he was.
Yeah.
All that trying to be a ladies' man, that shit over, bro. That shit played out.
That shit played out, man.
Sipping over women.
Oh, tell you sitting out with a woman and, you know,
So now the spirit, if the Lord retracts,
that's different.
that's the Lord retracting. That's the Lord giving.
Then you see the nicer side of this.
But out here just chasing these women, the dating game is totally in their favor.
It's tough.
Yeah, thank you. The dating game is totally in the woman's favor, which goes back to the world upside down, because back in the ancient, the relationship started with the man with the what? The father.
Exactly. Like I have a daughter. This mother comes to me and say, "Hey, can I marry your daughter?" I say, "Sure." You know the Lord.
Nah, you gotta give me 7 years, brother. You know what I mean? No. But that's it. But that's what that does. Is that builds a bond.
Yeah.
And guess who possesses that today? Esau. How many movies you see where, like the what was it? Wedding Crashers. The daughter that was with Owen Wilson, her ex was friends with the father, and the father wanted her to stay with him. Remember, and it didn't. And blah blah. But Esau still possesses that. You know, where you'll see that the father and the son-in-law are friends, and he gets the daughter. We saw that on our job. One of the workers, his boss, he gave the daughter to. Remember? Yeah. Both of them. Yep. Yep. So what we're seeing is natural order of life coming back, and men hate it. Men hate it. Yeah.
I hate everything about it.
Yep. I remember when Ice-T said it. Yep. I hate hair. Nigga, I hate your shoes. I hate the food. I hate it all, man. I hate it all,
I hate
man.
people screaming out windows.
Yeah. Yep.
I hate cars.
Yep.
I hate concrete.
Yep.
Like literally.
It's
I
garbage.
hate cell phones.
Yep.
Yep. 1 Corinthians.
I hate
11.
the feeling it gives me. I hate how I feel.
You have a constant feeling of uneasiness.
Yes.
Because there's always something you
Oh, I
gotta
got
handle.
another bill. As soon as you pay rent, you got to think about paying it again.
And it's food. And the cost of food is going up.
As soon as you eat, you over here. Okay, yeah, I'll get 2 more of that. Like, damn, bro. Yeah.
1 Corinthians 11 and 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man.
Right.
Shut the hell up.
All right.
That's when we were talking about women, see? We was talking. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom, brother. When we was talking about women, who jumped out? Moab. The wall
Right.
spot.
They're right next to Esau with that fucking guy.
Yep.
Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
Why is that? Go back to Genesis, the 3rd chapter. All right, Eve was made for Adam for what? Help me. A servant. All right, a woman is a female servant. But are they servants now? No, they're demons. They're the fucking, what's that word you say? Gargantuans.
Banshee.
We talk about a banshee.
Right now,
You know?
they live in that hot girl summer.
Well, check it out. America is known as the virgin daughter. Well, a the woman of America is a servant to the elites.
Yep.
She's a servant to the beast.
Yep.
Why did the virgin daughter, right? They call it virgin daughter of Babylon. Why did she give her sovereignty over to the, if not then who?
Wow, right.
Because she's a servant to the bankers, the leaders. Because without the beast, you can't have the woman. So even America in order understands servitude. You know?
Right.
That's right, because America came out of what?
Yep. Yep. Oh, it says mother shame.
What comes out of a mother? A child.
Yep.
So Britain gave birth to
Yep.
Damn.
Then she went to war with them to establish emancipation, to rebel, Satan. And then what? Now it's going back. See?
Damn, man.
So the Lord has opened us up to a more global mindset and not a small-minded Avenue D individual. You know, we're past individual mindset.
That's what that Jake.
That's what he said. He was on individualism, but you have to separate yourself to judge. It tells you, like, man, there's a scripture I was reading. I think it's in Proverbs. Like, basically, what I got from is you can't be emotional in judgment. So you can't be a true judge if you're basing it off emotion.
Oh, and that's why women should be judged.
Yeah, you could put respect to a person in judgment. Just put that, and that pretty much that will say it. You know. You got something, Ron?
Yeah, finish that right. 1 Corinthians.
Put respect to a person.
Oh yeah.
No, put respect of persons. That's the one that came to mind. Because I believe there's a scripture that says, have no respect of persons in judgment. If you could put that in the Google box. Have no respect of persons in judgment.
Oh, got it. Yep. This is the book of Proverbs 24 and 23. It says, these things also belong to the wise.
See, but this is what's going to belong to the wise. Keep going.
It says, it is not good
It's not good.
to have respect of persons in judgment.
It's not good to have respect of persons in judgment.
He didn't get that.
He didn't get that. So what's up, brother? Shalom. Yeah.
Just came from my camp.
Oh, beautiful, brother. Beautiful, brother.
I talked to Malak, brother Malak.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was with him last night.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Good, brother. What's your camp channel?
I don't got.
Oh, you just do good.
Just doing.
Good, brother. Good. Yeah, we hear you fellowship, but I mean, we start usually around 1.
Yeah.
So we kind of towards the end of it.
Right.
You know, I mean, we probably go out the same times.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, bro, that's beautiful. You still going out. You saw the video El Pastor Hard did?
Yeah.
I seen. He said that's me.
Yeah.
I had to, we had to do it, and the Spirit had him bring that to life.
Yeah.
Because our channels are small.
Yeah.
So a couple of people saw that testimony, but then when he did that, Israel saw that. They saw that, man. You know, so that show you the Lord see that. You'll walk the testimony, brother. You know, and you keep that. That's the Lord showing you.
You got me on the highways and byways.
Hey,
Yeah, because I was like last year, man, I was just like trying to struggle to get the courage to do it. And then, you know, like even though it's like a lot of times the brothers be on there cutting, you know, getting on brothers not going to work. That was towards me too. I was like, that's cutting me, man. I gotta get out here, stop playing.
right. Hey, tell us. Yeah, you're out now. You're out here now. First you had to what? You had to get away from those shepherds.
Yep.
And then you had to get built up. Because there's a lot of things that they say that it's like anybody that comes out of there would have to relearn it again. And then now you have your time relearning with the Lord is near, a contrite spirit. So you was contrite. And then the Lord had you run across, and then it put you in a more spirit, and you said, man, I'm out here. Because you got because now you know what to teach. That's beautiful, brother.
See, I got the garment, you know.
Yeah, beautiful. Hey, beautiful,
It's
brother.
wet, it was raining on me.
Yeah, beautiful, brother. Beautiful.
And you green right there.
Yeah.
Where do you usually teach at? Like down here?
No, right here on Hudson. You know that church? Right there on Hudson Avenue by that church, you stand right in front of it.
Oh, you got a brother?
Yeah.
Good.
Yup.
Good, brother.
Good.
Good. Hey, what scripture say? Two's better than one.
Yup.
Two's better than
At
one.
first, I started by myself.
Yeah.
I went out there by myself and
Yeah.
came along with me.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
More neighbors, man. We got more neighbors.
Yeah.
Brother Malak, you know what I'm saying, came, you know, got us some camp signs
Yeah.
for us. We were just talking about that. And Brother Malak said, I'm going to look out, man. Hook young brothers out. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Camp signs. And,
That's good, brother.
yeah.
It's helpers.
Yep.
He's a helper.
Help, yeah,
You know?
good brother.
Yeah. Read it.
Yep.
This is the book of St. John 10 and verse 14. It says, I am the good shepherd and know my sheep and am known of mine. As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And other sheep I have, which are not this fold.
Right, talking ultimately about the northern kingdom. That's how the northern kingdom came over here. But what? Yahweh Shai, they're sheep that may not be of the fold right now, but they're spiritually coming back because we're in that true hour where the sheep hear his voice. Like you told, you said, man, I knew about this in the 90s. So you know that, did that always bother you?
About what?
The mark?
Mark the Beast? Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
But that was the Lord, he put that in your spirit, and then that situation that happened, you know, with the Mac and all that, that's what really did it. But that was already there.
Yeah.
Because ultimately two can't walk together. So you know what that shows you? You have other men and sisters that are amongst these congregations that are troubled in the spirit.
Yeah.
So they're gonna come out too. So you're an example. We just saw IUIC right past.
Oh, word?
They don't say a word to us.
Yeah. Wow.
No shalom, no shalom,
No hornbeat,
no
nothing.
Most High Christ bless.
Yeah.
No, none of that.
That's the spirit, man. Hallelujah. Yeah, it's beautiful you came back. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful
I
you
put a
brought
Ben
it
came back. We just, you know,
Yeah.
I was doing my thing, get my spirit right. You know what
That's
I'm
all it is. Because you know what? You just seek your own salvation.
Yeah.
Like we are. You know, the spirit have it to where when you go out, when we go out, you're always welcome to come here and fellowship with us afterwards. But you're working out yours though.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? You know? Who do you like, you watch mainly like learning from?
GMS.
No, I mean like, is there certain brothers like what? Like,
Oh
what
man,
apostles?
sometimes I watch my boy I always keep forgetting his name. Elder brother from South Carolina.
So, I already knew it. But not
Zach.
Yeah.
Or I get the Alabama brothers.
Yeah. Those are great. Yeah, the Lord is cool. Yep.
Either the other brother, the brother with the glasses from Mississippi.
Yep, because Elder Kazak.
Zach, I watch y'all too. You know what I'm saying? You know, I open that brother, Elder Apostle Ramla.
Yep, good.
Brother Gabar, you know, Elder Tahar.
Good, brother.
Yeah.
Good, brother.
So I'll be watching a lot of yours. So I
Yeah,
can stay in the loop.
And we believe like you believe. We
Yeah.
believe that we're being led to Yahweh Shai through these men.
Yeah.
And that's what we're learning. See, with other camps, they push a man faith value.
Yeah.
Like even our apostles tell you, they can't get us to the kingdom. But here we know when we listen to brothers, we're listening to the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
You know? So that we're just following Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
So it might be on this channel, it might be on that channel, but we understand there are shepherds that are sheep as well, just going to Yahweh Shai.
Yep,
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I just let God, I'm not going to observe. I'll sit here and sit aside.
Okay. Well, before you got up here, you was getting on how a woman will pass a man.
Yeah, I was just watching that.
Oh, see?
I was just
see?
watching that. Yep.
You know, and Jake, they still caught in that.
Yeah.
They're still caught in that. That's a heavy trap. Which I got to get Corinthians tearing down a stronghold. Okay. Yep.
Back in St. John 10 and verse 16, and it says, and other sheep I have which are not this fold, them also I must bring.
And during that time, Yahweh Shai speaking to the Southern King, Jews. Talking to the Jews.
Yep.
But meanwhile, you had the tribes on the other side of the world.
Yep.
And now here we are on the other side of the world, to the ends of the earth, just as it says in the book of Acts. Don't call on y'all.
Yep. Allah.
What, bone is coming to his bone?
Yep.
And his blood is like blood. Bone coming to his bone.
Yep.
You got camp that they speak fluent, they're bilingual, but the whole campus is Spanish.
And it goes to say, and them also I must bring, they shall hear my voice, there shall be one fold.
So that's the thought. David says they shall hear my voice. So you can't say that the northern kingdom was on the side. Because they already did. They heard the voice. Yep. They saw the light. You know, and the light bulb in their head went off. So now they already teaching.
No, come on. And it says, and there shall be
You
one.
know what? We need the brothers from the north. They're very creative people. They're very strong warriors. We need every tribe. Even by George going to the one, that's one. You know, he was missing, and we need that one. Even Abraham said about Sodom and Gomorrah. That we want
Yep.
righteous and save the city.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So we need every elect nigga out there to be saved.
And we've also seen the evil eye that Jake has towards the north. You know, like there's a so-called black and Spanish disconnection. Like even in California, they call them the NKs, nigga killers, where the Spanish is anybody black. You know, it's on site. Or even out here, you go to play basketball, and then you'll have some a Jake, a Judah, and he's about to fight a Jake that's evil. And it's just a bet, but you can see it. It's not the basketball game where the hatred's coming from, but that's being used as an excuse or games.
Because even what's called the Proud Boy, the Proud Boy, he was one of the two.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, and he's a FBI informant.
Wow.
And guess who had a debate with him? General Yohana. Why did General Yohana have a debate with the Proud Boys and at that a known FBI informant? Why would you be? Yeah. Why would you be speaking to that man?
Telling people get that.
Get that. I seen that.
Yeah.
Thomas Law. He said the Lord ain't gonna kill you if you get a damn man.
Yeah.
Right.
I say, yo,
Yeah.
And it goes on to say, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd.
Yep. Now, that's why it is important to be under an order. It is important because you also have stuff like no, you're just a wandering star still. Because you know what? You can even admit it now, and we say that see as a form of order. You know, but it's not 100 like meaning breakdown, but they have a form of order. They express the man is supposed to be, and you know, a unit. You know, we see that. So even these other camps show you there needs to be a form of order. So Jake is missing that if they're not in the midst of this. Jake is missing that if they're not in the midst of this. Because the Most High said, let all things be done decently and in order. Just like when you go to a restaurant, the waitress comes up, can I take your order? Does everybody at the table go, burger, cheeseburger, no, what do you get? What do you get? Because it's all done in order. You see?
one by one.
Yep. And that's what's happening now. Man is upset that order is coming back to the earth. No, brother, that's separatism. You know? No, me and the woman are equal.
You know, these people, they're spiritual dirty thieves. They don't want to think back.
Yep. Yep.
We out here throwing the rest of the time.
Yep.
They cleaning you up and you mad at us.
Yep. Works with the audience.
This St. John 4 and verse 22, and it says, I'll start 21. St. John 4 21, it says, Thou shalt say to her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh, when ye shall gather to this mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem, worship the Father. Ye worship ye know not what.
Those are heathens. Those are heathens put in our land for the disobedience.
I want to get an understanding of that.
Yeah. 1 Kings 17. Let's go into it. Yes, this is a heathen woman. Because if she was a chick, he would have healed her. It was the other woman that was at the well, Canaanite, and he healed her daughter. That was an Israelite woman. This woman is for the heathen. Watch. It's 2 Kings 17.
I got it. 2 Kings 17 and verse 1, the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, began Hoshea, the son of Elah, to reign in Syria over Israel 9 years. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, but not as the kings of Israel that were before him. Verse 3 says, against him came up Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, and Hosea became his servant and gave him presents. And the king of Assyria found conspiracy in Hosea, for he had messengers to the sole king of Egypt and brought no present to the king of Assyria, as he had done year by year. Therefore the king of Assyria shut him up, bound him in prison. Then the king of Assyria came up out on the land and went up to Samaria and besieged it 3 years.
See, he besieged it. Keep going.
Verse 6.
So a heathen, right?
Verse 6. the 9th year of Hosea, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried
He took Samaria. See, he took over. Heathens took over the land of Samaria. That's why Yahweh Shai said, "Go not into the way of the Samaritans," because all the Gentiles, the heathens, were ruling in it.
Okay.
He said, "Go not in the way into the Gentiles or the city of Samaria." See, this is the backstory.
at verse 6, and it says, and carried Israel away into Assyria, and placed them in Halab and Habor, by the river of Gozan, and the cities of the Medes.
Yep.
For so it was that the children of Israel had sinned against the Lord their God.
Yep. So this is a backstory of how ultimately what northern kingdom. Yep.
Which had brought them up out of the land of Egypt under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, in the fear of the gods, and walked in the statutes of the heathen, whom the Lord cast out.
They were walking in the statues of the heathen. See? So this is the backstory why Yahweh Shai said, yo, because she said, our fathers worship. So this is the backstory of why her and her fathers were worshiping. Because Jake got kicked out the land for being wicked. So the Lord allowed heathens to get in that land.
Okay.
That's all. Yep.
So this around this time, that's when the Northern Kingdom left, came on this side.
Which would be second
Ezra
Ezra.
13.
Yes. From the king Hosea.
All right. So I knew about this scripture, but I just knew as far as about them being carried over there, and then getting put out, coming on this side.
Yeah, and then because it's the same time period, it's just a different book. So because you could link certain books like Jeremiah with some accounts in the scriptures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, like Ezra was also mentioned in Nehemiah, wasn't he?
Yeah, Nehemiah.
But Ezra has his own books too, but they're in the same captivity. Habakkuk and Daniel. Habakkuk brought Daniel food in the lion's den. See, so like brothers right now, you got brothers in the same captivity. You know?
We'll be like contemporaries. Oh, the fact that you just came up from teaching us.
Yeah. See? Yeah. Bone to his bone. Yeah.
2 Kings 17 and verse 9. Excuse me. Verse 8, and it says, and walk in the statutes of the heathen, whom the Lord cast out from before the children of Israel, and of the kings of Israel which they had made. And the children of Israel did secretly those things that were not right against the Lord their God, and they built them high places in all their cities, from the tower of the watchman to the fenced city. And they set them up images and groves in every hill and under every green tree, and there they burned incense.
So they was just completely they were completely Gentile heathen mind. Completely with their idols, with their so-called what are those called? Horoscopes.
Horoscopes. They're worshiping the sun and moon.
Yeah.
I believe Solemnassa means fire worship. That's the Assyrian. That's the name of the Assyrian king. They were completely with that.
Yep. So ultimately, because we could keep going, after you jump down, you could read to 13, and then you could jump down to 20 and read that down. You know what I mean? Because it's going to go into what? To prove it.
Verse 12, excuse me, verse 11, it says, as did the heathen, whom the Lord carried away before them, and wrote wicked things to provoke the Lord to anger.
So they provoked the Lord.
Where y'all at?
I'm at verse 12 right now.
Verse 12. Okay.
This is because you can also go to 1 Kings 12, and it gives you the mindset of the king of the land. And this is what led the whole kingdom to be wicked. Like I said, this is what the king was going to be. This is 1 Kings 12 and 25. Then Jeroboam built Shechem and Mount Ephraim and dwelt therein, and went out from this and built Penuel. And Jeroboam said in his heart, now shall the kingdom return to the house of David. If this people will sacrifice in the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of this people turn again unto their Lord, even to Rehoboam, king of Judah, and they shall kill me and go to Rehoboam, king of Judah. Right? Why? Because it's our custom to go 3 times a year.
Passover.
So he didn't want them to go back to the worship.
Oh yeah, I know about that history about, you know what I'm saying, because he had set up Dan as the replacement of Levi.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's how you get. That's very important because that's That's how you get to the southern kingdom. It would have been-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. People don't know why it's the southern, why it's the northern,
No.
or why Levi is considered southern.
So that's the split. That goes back to Ezekiel when Christ said, that's when you
Yahushua.
get this shit. When you get, you know, Yahushua,
Yeah.
Going back into the tribe chart. He was talking about the stick and right there.
Yep.
Judah and Ephraim.
Yep.
And put the stick in one hand.
Yep. Yep. Make a one.
One. That's going to the wild tree.
Yes,
olive
and
tree.
Romans 11. Thank you. It says that Jake is the olive tree.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Yes, exactly.
It says, whereupon the king took counsel and made this one right here, and made 2 calves of gold, and said unto them, it is too much for you to go to Jerusalem. Behold, thy God, O Israel, was brought thee out of the land of Egypt, and he set the one in Bethel, and he put the one in Dan, and this thing became a sin for the people which would worship before the one, even unto Dan. And he made an house of high places, and made priests of the Lord of the people, which were not the sons of Levi.
Damn. So just completely wicked. So you can see why the Lord allowed those heathens to come into this land that Jake was dwelling in. So watch, finish it off now.
Back in 2 Kings 17, verse 12, it says, they served idols.
Yeah, read the 13 and then jump to 20 and read down.
It says, verse 12, for they served idols, whereof the Lord has said unto them, ye shall not do this thing. Yet the Lord testified against Israel.
Well, you know what also proves, like going into a bigger, why is Esau in our land? Because we disobeyed. So time and time again of us disobeying, the Lord put a heathen in our land to where they believed that they were them.
Israel. Yep.
So the same way this woman believed that she's a Jake is the same way Esau believes he's Jake now.
And it goes to say, yet verse 13, the Lord testified against Israel and against Judah
By what?
by all the prophets.
So the prophets warned them.
Hosea.
Yep.
Hosea is the prophet to the Lord.
Yep. Yep. Which that's why the Lord made Hosea marry a prostitute. You know that, right? Hosea married the prostitute.
Absolutely, I know that.
Because you know, like Captain Zarya teaches that that's symbolic. No, that's real because Hosea had sons. So are the children symbolic too? No, he married a prostitute to symbolize the whoring that Israel was doing. That's all it was.
That's deep. That's deep.
That's it, brother.
Okay.
That's it. So keep reading.
And it goes to say, by all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, turn you from your evil ways and keep my commandments and my statutes, according to all the law which I command your fathers, and which I sent to you by my servants the prophets.
Now jump down to 20.
2 Kings 17, verse 20. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel and afflicted them and delivered them into all the hand of spoilers.
See?
Until he had cast out of the sight.
Until he what?
Until he cast out of the sight.
So he cast him out. Keep going.
He rid Israel from the house of David. They made Jeroboam the son of the black king. And Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Lord, making sin a great sin. The children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam which he did. They departed not from him. Until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight.
Now, when it says out of his sight, it's going into the land of Israel. This is Deuteronomy 11 and 12. It says, a land which Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power prepared for, the eyes of the Lord thy God are always upon it. So that means they got kicked off from the land of Israel to go to another land where never mankind dwelleth. It says from the beginning of the year even unto the end of the year.
Heavy. Israel was forced, but ultimately, now on a spiritual level, why did the Northern Kingdom come to what you know as South America and North America? What would you say? What would be the reason?
Purpose. So they keep their law.
More than that.
When they come on this side?
Yep.
Oh, for prophecy's sake.
There you go, brother. Genesis 49.
Yep.
What did Jacob say? Because Jacob was a prophet. He said, gather yourselves together, and what shall befall you in the last days. How could Gad in the last days be overcome by a troop if he didn't travel over here to get overcame by the troop? How could Ephraim go to the murderer and the wall and the archers without already being here? You see?
Yeah, so it's, you know, it's scripted. Most of it's part of his movie.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yo, I got to send them over here. You know, then I'm going to bring Judah over here.
Yep,
You know,
with the curses.
Yep.
So if anybody ever asks, why is the 12 tribes chart based off the Western Hemisphere? Because it's based off prophecy that the children of Israel will be going to where? The ends of the earth. That Yahweh Shai said we would be teaching it.
Yeah. Because that's why when the southern and northern kings split, I forgot what I think it's Hosea. And Most High told them we were going after the northern kings. Bring it back. He said, nah, let them go. You know what I'm saying? So they can fulfill prophecy. Let them go.
There you go.
Leave them alone.
There you go. And just like he said that to Esau in Deuteronomy 2,
Yeah.
when we circled him, he was like, leave him alone. Because if Jacob would have did anything, you wouldn't have had, you couldn't have
this. Yeah.
You wouldn't have this today.
He let them fulfill prophecy.
That's why Cain, he said 7 times 7.
Yep.
Don't touch Cain.
Cain.
Because he had to do what he had to do.
Keep going. 2 Kings 17.
It's about to get good.
23. It says, until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his prophets, as he had said by all his servants the prophets, so was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria until this day. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and from
The king of Assyria did what?
brought men from Babylon.
He brought men from Babylon, and he's bringing them where?
Oh.
To us, to our land that he just kicked us out.
Yeah.
And do you know that later, during the time of the Greeks, those same people helped the Greeks destroy us?
Yeah.
That's why there was such tension between the Samaritans and
Okay.
Let's read it again.
And it says, and the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon,
Brought from Babylon,
and from Kata, and from Ava, and from Hamath,
Yep.
and from
Sepharvaim,
Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of, and placed them in the cities of Samaria.
Samaria. Now wait. John 4 and 3, it says, he, Yahweh Shai, he left Judea and departed again into Galilee, and he must needs go through Samaria. Then cometh he to a city of Samaria, which is called Sychar, near to the parcel of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. And it says 7, there cometh a woman of Samaria to draw water. But this woman was a heathen because of the history of the king of Assyria bringing heathens into that land. Right. So she wasn't an Israelite. You see? That's why he said, woman, you know not what you worship. Salvation for us. It's for the Jews, not for you. Put that on the shirt. You see?
Yep.
See? But the other woman, the sister, that's why Yahweh healed her daughter.
and she was helping.
Oh, so when he said that I ain't casting me out the dogs, he called her a dog.
Yeah.
But she was an Israelite.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he was still talking to an Israelite.
Like, okay.
Yeah. That's why if we keep going, that's why Yahweh told this woman to get her man. Because her man was most likely what? An Israelite. You see?
Yeah. Okay.
He told her go get her man.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
So keep reading. We'll get it. Yep.
And verse 4, it says, and I'll start from the top. It says, and the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Kata, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And
that's a call.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Call on y'all.
I've read the scripture a lot, but they just never.
Yeah,
like,
there it is.
I wouldn't know it because I wasn't looking for that.
Yep.
So I always just thought that Samaritan one was.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. No, that's a misconception that a lot of brothers that think, that'll do. But see, this all word come immediately. So we're gonna continue to edify. Continue to edify.
And it says, and they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof.
See, now keep going, because watch.
Verse 20.
Because then one will say, well, why is she saying that she's of the hill and Jacob? Because I'll read it, we'll get that. Watch, why does she say this? John 4 and 19, it says, the woman back to the heathen woman, 4:19. It says, the woman saith unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worship in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. See? So she's saying, no, what you trying to say? Me and our fathers, we've been worshiping here.
Yeah.
Now watch why. Keep going.
Verse 25. And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there that they feared not the Lord. Therefore the Lord sent lions among them.
Watch, read it again, read it again.
Yep, it says, let's start from the top. Yep, 25. And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there that they feared not the Lord.
See, so the heathens that were brought into the land, they weren't fearing the Lord. Keep going.
That they feared not the Lord. Therefore the Lord sent lions.
The Lord sent lions on these heathens that weren't fearing the Lord. Keep going.
The Lord sent lions among them, which slew some of them.
Yep.
Wherefore they spake.
Oh, which they got a movie. There's a movie that a lion is slewing nothing but Hamites. You know what it's called?
What?
Lion in the Mist. It's with Val Kilmer, where it's an actual event where lions were just running through Ham, and they had to get Esau to come over and use his blessing to protect them.
Wow.
This is scriptural. But in this time, the Lord sent priests. Watch, keep reading.
Verse 26, it says, Wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, saying, The nations which thou hast removed and placed in the cities of Samaria know not the manner of the know not the manner of the God of the land. Therefore he hath sent lions among them, and behold, they slay them, because they know not the manner of the God of the land.
Keep going.
Then the king of Assyria commanded, saying, Carry thither one of the priests whom ye brought from thence.
Right, carry one of the priests that you had in captivity, that you're ruling over, and then do what with it?
It says, and let them go and dwell there, and let him teach them.
And let them teach them, which is spiritual in our kingdom. Are we not going to teach the heathens our ways?
Yes.
See, but they were doing it right here before wicked manner with ultimately more prophecy. But this is what led to why the woman later told Yahushai, me and my fathers worship here. Nah, your fathers know not. I'm going to watch that. Keep reading.
Let the manner of the God of the land. Then one of the priests whom they had carried away from Samaria came and told them how they should fear the Lord.
If you just finish 29.
Every nation made gods of their own and put them in the houses of the high places which the Samaritans had made, every nation in their cities, and they dwelt.
And look, this is why Yahushua said this now, John 4. So now we found out that not only Jake got taken out of that land, heathens replaced them in that land. It said it verbatim. It said they replaced Israel. And then this is why Yahushua said this to that woman. John 4:20, it says, 21, Yahushua saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor at Jerusalem worship the Father. Trust me, you're not going to be in this land worshiping my Father. Watch. It says, ye worship, ye know not what. So he's telling her, you don't know what you're worshiping. You're deceived. Just like the 1948ers. Bro, you don't know what you're worshiping. You think this is for you. This is for us. But it's prophecy from our disobedience. Heathens got in our land. So the disobedience was so high that now heathens believe that our right is actually their right. See? And it says, ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. That's why he said that. Now we use that to cut someone, but in context, he said that because of the history of what happened in Kings. So that proves that that woman isn't an Israelite. But the salvation that she thinks is for her is only for the real Israelites. And this is why Yahushua said this.
This is Matthew 15 and verse 21.
The oldie but goldie. Let the brother get it.
Verse, Matthew 15 and verse 21.
Here.
Then Yahushua went thence and departed into the ghost of Tyre and Sidon.
So Yahushua was basically just bringing everything back into order. He was clearing all the schisms. He was all the questions. He was just breaking it all down for us.
Yeah.
This is what we have now. This is why Yahushua is so important, because he's our Prince of Peace.
Yeah.
You see?
And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O
See?
Lord.
Because the heathen didn't want to give Yahushua water. Remember, she said, we go back to John. She said, he told her, give her something to drink. And she like, well, I'm gonna give you something to drink, because she's a heathen. But the Jake woman, the proclaimed Canaanite, is sighing to him. Remember, the sheep hear his voice.
Right.
You see, Yahushua had to show spiritual power to the heathen for her to believe he was a prophet. He said, man, you have 5 husbands. Oh, you are a prophet. See? Keep going.
O Lord, thou son of David,
See?
my daughter was grievously vexed with the devil, but he answered her not a word. And the disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away.
Right, because what is Jake? They seek him early in their affliction. So she was seeking Yahushua because of her affliction. You see? Watch, that's why he answered. Tough love. You see?
But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
And who did he say that to? His men. Because read back. Who, what? I'm sorry.
Verse 23. But he answered her not a word, and his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away.
See, he didn't answer a word, and then the men were like, yo, get up out of here. Get up out of here. And then he stopped them and said, what?
When she cried after us, and he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
See? So he was telling them, hey, in the spirit, this is the lost sheep that I was sent to. So that tells you in the spirit, you know she's an Israelite. Because in this situation, he told her to go get her men. Why didn't he tell her that?
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Yeah,
See?
I see. Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
It's a completely different relationship. Keep going.
Then came she
And let me say this. Now, you did have Jakes in the land of Samaria, but this woman was not an Israelite.
Right.
That's why he said, get her man. You know Jake like those heathen women. You know?
Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me.
She worshipped him.
But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to the dogs.
Keep going.
And she said, Truth, Lord, did the dogs eat the crumbs which fall from their master's table? Then the house said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith, be it unto thee even as thou wilt.
What was he doing right here? He was trying her spirit. 1 John 4:1. Try the spirit.
See, they are God.
Yeah. So he tried her spirit, and he saw that she still was of faith, even in a low integrity. Please, though, help me.
He kind of assaults her.
Yeah.
And he tested her. And she's
Yeah.
like, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, dogs eat from the master's table.
Yep. See?
Okay. Yeah. He got faith.
See? Keep going.
Her daughter was made whole from that very hour.
So if this is a heathen woman, why is Yahushua healing heathen women? Why is stop being a Christian?
Right.
Why?
That goes into the same parable with the story with this attorney.
Yeah.
He said, he did the same thing.
Jake.
Yeah.
That was a Jake.
Yeah.
So that you have to apply the spirit of discernment, say, oh, that's got to be a Jake then. Because Jake has a zeal, but not knowledge. But they were so low, the Lord will bring you so low to bring you to him. So they were like, yo, I got to go to Yahushua.
That goes into Cornelius too.
Boom. So that's all it is, brother.
Yeah.
So the Samaritan woman in John 4 is a heathen that got brought in through Israel's disobedience. And then the Canaanite woman is an Israelite scattered because of the disobedience.
See, that's why the Lord got to send an angel to separate from you and the
Woo! You got it. You got something, brother?
I'll get that real quick. What's that, Mark?
Matthew?
Matthew 13.
You got some? Well, I'm going to read this real quick. This is why this says in Isaiah 11, this is why there's a future prophecy. Because the same thing's going to happen now. We're going to have to be delivered out of all the land. Then we're going to have to take out the heathens that are in our land. That's all it is.
That Satan come marching in.
That's all it is, brother.
Yeah.
That's all. Real quick, Isaiah 11 and 11 says, son of 10, it says, check this. Yeah, Cesare got cast down.
Oh,
He
okay.
got cast down.
Leave it on, put it back.
Yeah, he's good. Isaiah 11:10, and in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, Yahushua, which shall stand for an ensign of the people, Israel. To it shall the Gentiles seek, the Canaanite. Yahushua, help me. Right? I'm sick. And all Jake was running Yahushua. But a heathen, I ain't gonna give him water. See? And it says, because if she would have given him water, she could have received the prophet of the Lord. It says, to it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria. The king of Assyria, Samaria, Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. So that shows you in the last days, Jake is going to be getting delivered from all these lands that we were cast into. You see?
Yeah.
But in the midst of that, you're going to have heathens believing that they're those chosen.
Chosen. 'Cause that's the scripture right here. It also goes into the scripture when he said, Egypt, my people.
Yes, yes, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
You got the Jews who like to do it ever since slavery.
Yeah.
They've always taken that. When the Babylonians came, when the Babylonians came, Nebuchadnezzar, everybody went to Egypt.
I believe it's called Philadelphia, Egypt, Philadelphus, where that's where Jake was bought. The Levite priest was bought to translate the scriptures into the Greek, and that's how you have the Septuagint. Jake did that under the Greek Ptolemy Philadelphus in Egypt.
Ptolemy dynasty.
Yep, see?
Which is the king of the south.
This is us.
Yeah, it's about the rain.
Well, I believe I got the one you in it, right? With the Centurion.
Yep.
I don't know if this is the exact one, but this was Centurion. Matthew 8 and verse I'm starting at 10. It says,
The white man dollar. I feel pain, brother. This is a movie.
right?
This is a movie. Just a movie, man. Rock the outside. We know.
Going to Boston, the brothers, they used to get away, then they stopped thunder and lightning. I was like, ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen
Folks
that.
out tough. To kill this. Like, yeah.
Hey, brother, you on the right path, bro.
Yeah.
You're on the right path, bro.
It's Matthew 8 and verse 10. It says, when Yahushua heard it, he marveled and said to them that followed, verily I say unto you, I have not found so many faith, no, not in Israel. And I say unto you, that many shall come from the east and the west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And Yahushua said unto, verse 13, and Yahushua said unto the centurion, go thy way, and as thou hast believed, so be done unto thee. And his servant was healed in the self same hour.
Boom.
Was that it right there? What you wanted? Is that it?
That I quoted?
No, he had quoted the one.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Oh. Yeah, there's a few accounts, but also in history, it's a known fact that the Roman Empire was a mixed multitude of their army, right, Mirar?
Yeah.
They would, when they would conquer, they would force you into their ranks.
Just like here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you could see how Jake was forced into. You can look it up. It says like Jews forced into the Roman army. So Jake just forced into their army. Just to tell you, you got Jake cops, Jake in the military, the same thing. Oh, you had a Jake that was a Roman soldier at 70 AD.
Yeah, Judas Tiberius Alexander.
What was he? He was a Roman.
He was a high ranking.
You could close the book.
Jakes became the Caesar.
So right there shows you that if there was an Israelite that was to take the temple down, how much more to the ones that work in this army to go to Yahushua for healing.
Yeah, Cornelius.
Yep.
Italian band.
Yep.
Just named Cornelius. He didn't name the other centurion.
faith is a gift. Faith is a gift.
I like that account.
So for John 4, do you get it now?
Yeah.
Oh, Allah, yeah,
I was wondering, I said, where did he get that? I gotta find them precepts to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I read that scripture many a times, but I just didn't make the connection. You know what I'm saying?
But now the context, you can get it from 2 Kings.
2 Kings.
See? And then you precept that with 2 Ezra. 13.
Yep.
See?
I know that one part,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Cause I had to, I was going against vocab because he was like, we had the Hispanic brother he was debating. You know what I'm saying? I made a comment about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, because he was saying that the Northern Kingdom walked, not talking about Jerem, he walked.
Vocab said that?
Yeah, he was battling against
the Northern
Issachar,
Kingdom
your
prophet?
brother. Yeah.
The recent one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I made a comment about that. And I said, no, that's talking about when he was crossed over to Assyria. You know what I'm saying? When you read down, that's when they made us come over here. You know what I'm saying? So I said 2 Ezra 13, and I think it was 40, 38, 38.
Yeah.
That was breaking down the what he was giving you the history of what happened and how they came to Assyria, and then how from Assyria to over here.
The Horn of Africa. They came around right here. So they basically came down. That's why he held back the floods. Because in this region it's hurricane season.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Because you know what's crazy? I was telling Malak last night, back in '98, when I was on Kanye, and it was an Arab rap, you know what I'm saying? Now we were just talking, just building whatever. And I said, and I brought up the Native Americans. He was like, the Native Americans, they ain't no Native Americans. They ain't Indian. They came from our country. He said, them and the Puerto Ricans, you know what I'm saying? We had them as slaves. They wasn't behaving. We kicked them out. That's how they came over here.
Wow. That's a testimony.
Yup.
And that's it. See?
Yep.
You see?
So that's why when brothers talking about the Northern Kingdom is not Israel, I'm like,
you don't know history.
Yeah.
They just don't know history. They don't learn. They're carnal.
Yep.
Because you got some jakes, you got to be all black, you know.
So he brought that out. That was crazy. And this was back in '98. So when I came in the truth, so Bishop Nathaniel brought that. I said, that's what the Arab dudes.
Right.
I said, that was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Close out.
So that being said, we always say call lane block.
Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem
Hadash. The arrogance, constant stone that do well. In order for you, you edify through spirit and power. We have Bashem Shai. Shalom.